My name is John, and I'm the founder of Nuon. I'm so excited to share what we built with you today. With Nuon, every company can now offer BYOC in minutes, not months. BYOC, or Bring Your Own Cloud, is an emerging standard for deploying software in the business. Whether you're a data, infrastructure, AI, or security product, your customers probably want your app in their own cloud account. With Nuon, you can connect your existing tooling and create a whole new deployment line and lock this new revenue and new product capabilities in minutes. Bring Your Own Cloud is a hybrid deployment strategy that takes the best of hosted and the best of self-hosted and merges them. With self-hosted, you have data sovereignty, isolation, and peace of mind as a customer, but it comes with all the work of managing a product. Hosted products trade that off for a more fully seamless and fully managed experience for the customer, and BYOC takes the best of those. With BYOC, the application is run in the customer's cloud account, but it feels fully managed. This is an example of what you can create with Nuon. With Nuon, you can connect your existing application and you can give your customer a fully managed experience, just like a hosted product that runs in their own cloud account. This is a one-click installer. You can generate this from your Nuon app in just a few minutes. And basically what it allows your customer to do is install your product in their own cloud account, whether they're an analyst, they've never used AWS or GCP or Azure before, or they're an SRE and they want to integrate this with their existing infrastructure. You can provide these different configuration options for those customers. Once you create an IAM role or grant access to the account using the instructions here, the product gets fully deployed and fully managed by Nuon in the customer's account. Nuon is a white label platform, and we've worked with companies for almost 2 years building out all the tooling that really is required to build a BYOC offering. It's not as simple as just running Terraform in the customer's account. It requires combining your infrastructure code, your application code, configuring it differently for different customers, offering shared responsibility where a customer can provide a VPC or an EKS cluster or Kubernetes infrastructure. And then it requires building out day 2 operations. As you think about offering BYOC to your customers, it's not as simple as just deploying it and hoping for the best. You have to constantly make sure that your application is working just like in a hosted environment. Nuon provides the infrastructure to solve all of these problems in just a few minutes. With Nuon, you can create your app using our CLI to kickstart your config. Behind the scenes, what we'll do is provision infrastructure for you, and we'll give you a config file that will allow you to connect your existing application and infrastructure code to Nuon. Our config file, we also have a Terraform provider, allows you to configure your sandbox, which is the base infrastructure, the runner, which is Nuon's infrastructure, and our process that manages your application. You can declare inputs, so if you want to offer shared responsibility, you can have your customer give you a VPC ID or something like that, API keys. And then finally, you just tell us where to find your application and infrastructure code. So if you have Terraform, Helm charts, containers, images, let's say you're serverless, Nuon connects with all of your existing tooling, packages it, and allows you to run it in each of your customers' account in minutes. Once you sync your config, Nuon will build out your application infrastructure, create installers for you, and then you can deploy your app into your customer's cloud account, just like we showed you with that installer experience. Once you have customer installs live, Nuon gives you a control plane that allows you to dig into each install and understand the status, health, and making sure essentially that it's like actually doing what you think it's doing. As you update your application, your customers will get updated automatically, or if they have bespoke requirements and want to have update windows, you can build that with Nuon. And then you can always go in and understand the status of your application, your infrastructure, and any databases, S3 buckets, resources that you might be provisioning for your app. Nuon is designed to not give you this day 2 developer tax, as we say. With BYOC, you end up offering different deployment options, shared responsibility in different customer environments, and paying that tax can be prohibitive to your product velocity. With Nuon, you don't have to worry about that. All you do, sync to Nuon with your application components, and then push to Nuon whenever you change your code. What I'm showing you here is our GitHub action, so you can actually connect your CI system to Nuon, build and release to all your customers as you change code. Finally, we have SDKs that you can build Nuon in a white label fashion. The installer experience we showed you was just the tip of the iceberg. You can build this into your signup flow. If you have a control plane data plane split, you can build it into your control plane. We see companies building agents and runners that are BYOC and managed by another dashboard. And with our APIs, you can build along with Nuon just like you would with your existing products. And that's it. Nuon is really simple to get started. You can usually set up your first app in just a few minutes. And if you'd like to learn more, please reach out or go to our docs and just go ahead and get started. Thanks.